What's up, everybody? Check out this guy. Today on the channel, we did a 30-day dry-aged tomahawk steak. We did it on the Komodo Kamado. Stay tuned, I'll show you how we did it. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Patio. Today on the channel, we're doing this guy. Check this guy out. 30-day dry-aged, 3.5 pound prime rib tomahawk steak. We're gonna do that on the Komodo Kamado today. Got some Fogo lump charcoal going, no smoke, no nothing. We're gonna let the steak do this talking. Let's get this guy seasoned up. A little bit of avocado oil. We're keeping it super simple today. We got a 3-corn mix of fresh ground pepper, Pinot Noir salt that I ground up. It's really coarse still. And then this is a 50-50 blend of garlic salt and Worcestershire powder. I talked a little bit about that in my steak battle video, but real simple. Alright, so once you've got both sides of this nicely seasoned, we're going to throw it on the grill. Now today we're doing a reverse sear, so we've got our probe already in there. It's hot. So I'm going to grab this. Put that right in the middle of the meat. We're at 300 degrees. We're going to let that cook until we get up to about 125. So what we're doing today is a reverse sear. All that means is that we're going to cook it over indirect heat around 300 degrees until it's done. Right? You want it 125, you're going to cook it until it's 125. Cover it, let it rest for 10 to 15 minutes. It's not going to creep up that much in temperature because it's not cooking that hot. While it's resting, in my case, I'm going to open up the dials and I'm going to let the charcoal heat right up, and we're going to sear it over 500, 600, 700 degrees. Throw it in a cast iron pan, however you want, but what that does is it gives us that nice crust that we want on the outside. And you end up with a steak that's perfectly cooked all the way through. And in my case here, this is a thick cut of meat. It's got some fat on it, so I've put it up to 300 degrees, 210 degrees. I want to render out some of that fat. If you're doing something that doesn't have quite as much fat, you can do it at 250, 275. It'll give you the same effect. Either way, you're going to end up with a great tasting steak. It's been about 42 minutes. We're done. It's looking great. Got some good color, but remember, we're not worried about color too much right now because we're gonna crank up the barbecue and sear it. Just barely hanging together. It's tender. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna let this rest. Now when I let my meat rest, I like to get it off the board. So I'm just gonna stick a fork here. And then we're gonna cover this up. And you don't have to cover it tight. Let this rest for a good 10 minutes, maybe 15. And we'll get the grill nice and hot. If you're doing this for dinner and you need a little bit of extra time, you can actually let this rest for 20, 25 minutes. Just make sure it's nice and hot. Pull it off a little bit earlier, and then you can keep it on the hot side a little bit longer so it's nice and hot on the inside. So it's been 10 minutes. Dome's at 575, so we're in good shape there. We're gonna get this guy on and get some sear on. Now it's not going to take long. It's got to be 750 down below. So, you know, we're talking a minute, turn it, a minute, flip it, a minute, rotate, a minute, and we're done. This is a good time not to walk away from your grill. like I said, it doesn't take too long. Let's get this guy off. Got a great sear on both sides, as you can see. It's hot, the fat rendered way out. We're gonna give that guy just a second to cool down before we take a bite into it. All right, gave a couple seconds, just a couple minutes to cool off. Let's see what we got. That, my friends, is a nice looking steak. This right here, this is the benefit of reverse searing, right? You've got perfect pink all the way throughout, a little bit of gray on the outside, but all in all, the steak's cooked very well all the way throughout. Give that guy a try. That's a delicious steak. That's a steak you can bring home to mom. Anyhow, hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up. If you like what we got going on here, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you get notified of future episodes. I'm doing something every Saturday, so I'll see you soon. Damn good.